Hey everybody, good morning. Sorry, it may be a little bit noisy right now because I'm out walking and I'm kind of by a street, so I'm going to cut underneath and hopefully the sound will be pretty good. You get me on a walk on this beautiful Monday morning. I do like Mondays, and this one's feeling really good. I had a good workout. I'm back trying to get on a routine. I broke up my routine a little bit last week with the cleanse because I didn't want to, the energy was down a little bit, and it said during the cleanse that it would be, and so because of that, I was trying to be careful with my workouts, so I took it a little bit lighter and easier, and anyway, but it was still a good experience. But now I'm trying to kind of reset, get my protein levels back up and start working out. Anyway, it's a new week, a lot of new things coming up. It's kind of the beginning of the summer, at least it feels like it. I know date wise it's not, but at least in our area, and I know in a lot of other areas, graduations going on. There's been a lot of interesting ways with this COVID-19, the way that it's hit, and the modifications that we've had to make to see these kids, how they aren't getting what we would think of as a normal graduation. And anyways, I've thought about this week and getting back on up and going after the, hey Steve, there we go, Steve from the running center. He's a good guy. Anyway, where was my thought? Oh yeah, so kind of a reset, new week, but also kind of the summer. It's new beginnings. So I wanted to talk about some beginnings, and I was really reflecting back on my own graduation from high school. Now, a neat and interesting part of my history is my wife and I were high school sweethearts. So our first date was our junior prom, our junior year, and we kind of dated off and on. If you sit us down, basically what I will admit is that I was probably your stereotypical teenage boy, meaning I really was pretty self-centered, thought about myself a lot, and anyway, I just was not super kind. She was very patient with me, kind and loving. And so as I was reflecting on like this time, new beginnings, and the end of something, I guess, and moving forward, I wanted to talk about my mistake that I made and that we don't make those mistakes. So what I think it's important is we're moving forward with these new beginnings that we bring in, or we keep with us. Hey, good morning. We keep with us those things that are really helping us, and then we kind of reflect and look at our goals and get rid of the stuff that's really not helping us. So the reason why that works, going back to my graduation, so I graduated class of 99, Skyview High School. Shout out to all you Bobcats out there. And it was really fun. We had a great graduation, and it was a fun day. I remember it quite fondly, being with all your friends, and that's why I feel bad for some of these seniors. Hopefully I know they've lifted, at least here in Utah, some of the restrictions, so hopefully they can get together with some of their friends and have that reminiscing and that connection. And that was a really fun day. Well, like I said, my wife and I were high school sweethearts, and so we spent some time together. But here's the problem. Okay, so I am very focused and goal oriented. I've always tended to be that way. And so I remember thinking, okay, I'm graduating, now what? And so I thought, well, what I really wanted to do, I wanted to be a missionary for my church, for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Go out, serve my mission? Well, it had kind of been taught, and it was the stereotypical thought that if you were going to go on this mission, I served a 2-year mission, and that it was not really helpful. And this is what a lot of people had talked about and taught, whether it's right or wrong, I don't know, but they had kind of said, well, if you go out, you don't want to have a girlfriend. And so there I was on graduation day, not giving much thought, just thinking, okay, don't want a girlfriend, got to go on a mission. All right, where's my girlfriend? Oh, the poor thing. And so I messed up, and I admit it to this day. I've apologized to my wife and said I owe like so many. She's continued to be very, she's accepted my apologies. But yes, I broke up with my girlfriend, who is now my wife, on graduation day. So we were at our graduation party, and I'm like seeking her out, going like, "Hey, I gotta talk to Shelly, gotta find her so that I can break up and get on my mission," right? And what I really didn't do is kind of the sit down and reflection on, okay, does this serve me? Does this serve my purpose? And really what ended up, luckily, again, she was forgiving. Luckily, I listened to my parents, who, my dad, funny enough, he kind of said, well, you should have come and talked to me. He kind of gave me some direction. We ended up getting back together. My wife, she waited and dated, but she was kind of waiting for me and knew that I would get back, and everything worked out. Storybook ending, right? But so right now, it's the beginning of the summer. This is a great time to kind of reset and say, okay, where am I at on my goals? Morning. Where am I at on my goals? Where am I at on what I want to accomplish? Because, so here's the deal. If you just set like your New Year's resolution, those don't, I mean, I like New Year's resolutions, but you should really reflect on them regularly. I had the opportunity to talk to 5 or 6 different youth from our church and talk about goals with them. And what we've discovered is that this COVID-19, hey, how are you? Man, I'm running into all sorts of people this morning. It's a good walk. See, it was meant to be. But what I think you should do is take a step back now. This COVID-19 may have thrown you completely off from what you were trying to accomplish, and you may not even be able to accomplish some of the things. One example, a girl that I talked to, it was her goal and her objective to complete this kind of a dance recital. There was a dancing, well, it got canceled, and so she had to kind of rethink and take a step back. So this is the beginning of the summer. We're creeping up on this. A lot of kids are getting done with school. Parents, we're kind of shifting gears. As you shift gears, look at your goals physically, mentally, socially, spiritually. Reflect on them. Don't make the mistake like me and getting rid of everything. Don't clear it all, but take a step back. Say, what has been working for me? What is not working for me? And look at all of that as one big whole, and move forward with your ultimate goals and objectives, okay? That's my thought for this Monday. I'm pretty excited because, it just feels good. It feels like we've got this new shift in the seasons. And I just want to give a shout out to all the graduates, all of those kids who are, good morning, kids who are finishing with what they've worked hard on for the year, or perhaps for their whole schooling, whether it be high school, college, whatever it is. So congratulations to them. Reflect, focus on those goals. Look at some of our past videos if you have any questions. This is Dr. Traveler again. Live to 121, how to help people live to 121, or at least make it feel that way. Longer, more fulfilled lives. But reflect today and reset. Okay, everybody have a great Monday. We'll talk to you soon.